Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today I thought I'd talk to you guys about something that just kind of frustrates me when I see things like this. And I want to do this video as respectful as possible, so let's just get into it. Someone sent me a link who is on my private Facebook. I have quite a few friends on there who are into training a bit, who actually don't even watch my channel. They're people I've known for years. But one of them, I guess he's been looking at Ben Pakulski's Facebook page and some of his stuff, and he was interested in it because he's trying to get bigger and bulk up. And he asked me, hey, what do you think about his arm program? And I'm like, he's got an arm program? And he goes, yeah. And he told me, just go check the page. It was there, that it was apparently free for now if you just send your email, but he normally charges for it, and there are people down there talking about charging for it. And here's just a snapshot of it. And while I don't know, because I didn't go through all the trouble to get it, if it's a good program or not, it very well may be a very good program. To be honest, guys, it's not that difficult to write a hypertrophy program for arms. They're generally very small muscles. They're not complicated in the number of insertions, and hypertrophy training is very well understood at this point. It's not something that isn't well addressed in the literature and the real world experience. It's just not hard to write a program for that. I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of bodybuilding, though. I'm only vaguely aware of who Ben is. I don't even know who Olympia contenders this year. I'm into strength sports. I'm into athletics. I'm into people getting strong and big because size is a component to strength. To me, that's the only purpose for getting bigger. But I don't necessarily have a problem with helping people get bigger who actually just want to get bigger for the sake of it. Okay, that's fine. That's their goal. I try not to judge with people's goals. But I don't really know a lot about this guy. But the problem that we run into with something like this, and the caption and the picture there, is that he's then going to sell a program. It's really easy to get free arm programs that'll work really well. And this is being marketed as his key to his success. Well, when you can look at the guy and there's some issues there immediately. Now, I don't know what Ben does or doesn't use. I couldn't tell you what his doses are, what sort of supplementation he uses, but I can assure you that just looking at the picture, he is on a hell of a lot more creatine and whey protons than most of you are going to be able to afford or would even be willing to put into your body. So you've got that right there, and that is a massive part of his secret to his size. And the other thing you can look at it, it's just fairly obvious that his delts and arms have a lot of site enhancement there. There's a pretty hefty amount. So if someone is using site enhancement methods to bring up body parts, and then they're trying to market some training program or secret to being how they brought those up, that's just being dishonest, guys. And I really feel bad for people who get sucked into this sort of thing and they really think that it wasn't the creatine and whey protons or all the site enhancement that he's doing that played a big role. They might as well go use Boston Lloyd's secret, because Boston Lloyd has the same secrets to bring up his arm. It's 3 cc's, and he legally sells a Simple product. At least he's being honest about it. So in short, when you guys see something like this and you send something that some IFBB pro bodybuilder or someone has used a method, don't assume that because they got big doing it that it's actually really good, or that you're going to get amazing results, because people who go make it in the IFBB usually have better than average genetics. Not always great genetics, but they're usually pretty decent. They don't have bad genetics. They're always on insane amounts of supplementation that you probably can't even afford. And oftentimes there's site enhancement involved, such as this case. So unless they're giving you all of that to go with it and telling you what they really took to get there, and they're giving you their site enhancement protocol, why do you care what training methods they use? Those training methods may not even work for you. They may not even be the best methods for you. And just because they got results, with that being one little part of their equation, doesn't mean that it's going to do so for you. And it certainly doesn't mean that you need to pay money for it. There are tons of really good free programs out there for all sorts of goals. There's tons of books that you can get easily at this point. People even pirate the textbooks and the best books today. They don't have to pay for them. That will teach you how to write your own training programming if you really were interested in that. It's just no need to ever pay for any sort of program. The only time you should be paying someone to coach you is for one-on-one coaching, to where they're giving you direct input based upon your individual needs, with a bare minimum of weekly updates, if not daily. You shouldn't be paying for cookie cutter pre-made stuff, particularly stuff like this. All right, guys, well, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time. And since this is about arms, let me go ahead and give you guys a bicep shot before I go. And let's hope I don't look too flat. This keto cut's going really well, but I am definitely feeling flat. Oh, Mount Bicephius.